It seems, Simon, that Arsenal are on the move. So earlier we were telling you about Ben White.
Is this going to be a letdown for Arsenal fans?
50 million quid. Well, I mean, it depends what you think is a letdown. But
is this going to be anticlimactic?
The bigger question is what they're up to here. Albert Sambi Lokonga, 21-year-old midfielder, Anderlecht, is understood they're getting very close to signing him. The fee will be around 18 million quid. It could be a 5-year deal. So again, similar age group here, Danny. Ben White coming in at 21, 15 million. Simon Lokonga coming in, 21, midfielder, 18 million. All of a sudden, from doing precious little, and this is why our great friends, Arsenal Fan TV, are constantly in your back and mine. All of a sudden, Kroenke seems to be flashing the cash. 68 million in 2 deals.
Well, okay, let's think about it. Do you think spending £70 million when your turnover is 350 million quid is doing something, or is it really what you do when you're in the Premier League and what clubs do pretty much every single year? So Arsenal are in that bracket of clubs that are used to being in the top 6, have fallen away for a period of time, trying to rebuild. The Kroenkes don't really go anywhere near their pockets and haven't done for a long time because they haven't had to, because Arsenal have been a self-generating football club. But they're just taking the TV money, bringing it forward. We don't know what commercial deals the commercial deals they've done to be able to pay these players and how long they've got to pay them over. So if they buy a player for 2 players for 70 million quid and they pay them over 5 years, they've effectively spent £14 million this season. Right? So we've got to get context. But by the same token, they are spending £70 million. But if we're coming to the end of the pandemic and TV rights are where they are, and Arsenal are going to get their 120, 130, 140 million quid from the Premier League, they're going to get their XYZ amount from having a stadium that's now back to having fans inside it. With the greatest one in the world, you would expect a so-called powerhouse of a club that formed part of the European Super League to be spending that kind of money.
But no European football for them this season.
Well, then you talk about the players and say, well, okay, why would they want to join a club that's quite some way away from playing in Europe? Certainly a year, because obviously they can't play in Europe because of the fact they haven't qualified this year. But next year is a different year. So what do they lose? If they go into the Champions League, right, think about it. If they go into the Champions League, what do they get? They get into the group stages, they get 35 million quid. Guaranteed about 50% of that, if not more of it, would have been kicked back to the players as bonuses that they got paid for qualifying to the Champions League. So the net effect of being in the Champions League isn't quite as significant as you often think it is, unless you get very deep into the tournaments and then get into the quarters and semi-finals. Then you start to get to 50, 60, 70, 80 million quid, and if you win it, you get 110 million quid.
Yeah.
So with the greatest win in the world, whilst it's not ideal for Arsenal not to be in Europe, it won't stop them from being able to be competitive in a league that pays them more.
Jim White and Simon Jordan, Monday to Thursday morning, 10 till 1. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.